Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz and today we're playing Gleezard. That's Brood Scale and Sadistic Glee combo. The way this deck works is Brood Scale has adapt for 1 in the green, and whenever a +1/+1 counter is put on it, you may create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token that sacrifices to add a colorless. Then you put Sadistic Glee on it, which gives it a counter whenever a creature dies. So you make infinite mana that's colorless, and you have an infinitely large Basking Brood Scale. This list comes to us from Cornetto, who trophied with it based off of a list from Season of Mists. And it cuts the Jund colors, so we're just going green-black. And we're just focused on being a combo deck, which I think is way more fun and potentially more powerful. I want to see how it goes. In the main deck, the interaction is 4 Duress. We've got 3 Snakeskin Veils that give our creature hexproof and also gives it a counter, which adds, an Eldrazi spawn. And 1 Tamio's Safekeeping, which, if you haven't seen it before, gives your creature hexproof and indestructible, and you gain 2 life. And then we've got the Malevolent Rumbles, the Deadly Disputes, and 3 Eviscerator's Insight, which I think is quite good, and we'll get into why. I think this allows you to have way more dig power once you start to go infinite. So in the deck, we've got 4 Ichor Wellspring, 4 Chromatic Stars, and 2 Implement of Ferocity. All of these add up to 10 ways to have something to Deadly Dispute or hit with the Eviscerator's Insight. The Implement of Ferocity, you can also sacrifice to put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, and then when it goes to the graveyard, you draw a card. So then this card is pretty sweet, adds a little bit of oomph. We have the win condition here with Nadir's Nightblade. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. So this is a way of draining out your opponent through infinite life. And then what I really like about this is we've got Energy Refractor, which allows you to combo off and just continue pushing. I don't like decks, these lists that have no way to make use of their infinite mana. I think that's important. And then you've got Evolution Witness as a secondary combo package where Evolution Witness combined with, so if you have Brood Scale Glee plus Evolution Witness and Glee, then you just basically draw your deck because you get every single permanent back from your graveyard until you find your win condition and win the game. So the interesting thing I'm looking at is there's no blood fountains in this list, so we have to be a little bit more careful, check the hand with the rest, and go off from that way. The sideboard has 4 Tamio's Safekeeping, which I've been informed is good against Hansa. We've got Wilt for artifacts. Maybe I don't know, if something is going to impact us, like a Pestilence or whatever. Weatherstorm for burn, Nausea for the 1/1s, Mesmeric Fiend for more hand disruption, Cast Down for opposing creatures, Snuff Out for opposing creatures, and 2 Drown in Sorrows. Kind of feel like maybe we should be on 4 Snuff Outs. I don't know what we want to be using Cast Down on. So I'm just going to go 4 Snuff Out, and we'll move on from there. All right, we got the Snuff Outs. Improved the pictures as well. So the mana base is half Forest and Swamps with Darkmoss Bridge, a Singleton Colony Garden, and 2 Twisted Landscapes, which you can't cycle in this deck, but it is nice to mana fix. So if you're interested in checking out sideboard guides for the decks I like to play, like Ruby Storm, Familiars, Tron, Poison Storm, check out Patreon, which is patreon.com/kalikaiz. Make sure to like and subscribe on the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about the deck and me playing it. I'm sure I'll miss Lethal again. If you want to get this deck for your battle box, check out cardmarket.com if you're in Europe, which is the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. Let's go ahead and get into the matches. Okay, match 1, we're on the draw against Bongo. Last time I faced them, they were on Jund Brood Scale, so it's going to be a bit of a race. If they are in Brood Scale, I just slam my Brood Scale turn 2 and then hope to go for it, but I'm not sure what's exactly going to happen. We can also, on turn 2, play the Malevolent Rumble, which gives us a Scion, so then if we draw into the Glee and 1 extra mana, we can just go for it. Looks like they're on Affinity this time. Okay, let's play the Bridge. Pass the turn. Now I wonder what I want to do. I feel like I need land drops. I guess I can just play the Wellspring. Blood Fountain from the opponent. think we just start with the Rumble. Okay, so we find Wellspring, Implement, Duress. So we already have a Brood Scale and Wellspring. I just take the low mana card, and I'll pass the turn. Did not find a land. So I guess it's good that I rumbled, because otherwise I would be really far from getting a land. Opponent plays a Refurbished Familiar. I'm going to discard the Eviscerator's Insight here. They're holding up 2 mana, which could indicate that they have a counter. Let's attempt to rumble again, looking for a land. Okay, well, we have to take the Glee, unfortunately. And then play... I guess we don't need to play anything. Pass the turn. They tap out... Could be dead. We have 1, 2, 3, plus sacrifice, make infinite mana. Then we can Eviscerator's Insight our Wellsprings. They discard a Sneaky Snacker. Hopefully they tap out. Currently they don't have any red mana. Interesting. I'm going to get in for 2. I'm kind of feeling like they have a counter in hand. We have multiple Brood Scales. Still have not drawn a land. So I think I go Chromatic Star and Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. And that can give me another mana if it resolves, plus hopefully draw a land. There's the land. Maybe we'll find a Duress here. Play a land. Play another artifact. We have so many Brood Scales now. Pass the turn. But we're looking for, I guess, a second Glee. Opponent's going to attack for 2 again, leaving up their counters. They're just doing nothing, so they probably have... Maybe they have 2 counters. At the moment we have... They're playing a Blood Fountain, 3 cards in hand. Let's play a Wellspring. Draw a card. We're not under any pressure. I don't feel like I have to go for it anytime soon. Deadly Dispute. So I can play the bridge, pass the turn. On their end step, Deadly Dispute. And then I'll have tons of mana. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Like, nothing's happening right now. We have a flash card. Looks like they're going to Deadly Dispute. So now they have red mana. That's not amazing for me. I need to find some more Duresses, but I feel like I'm in a good spot. So now they get double Snacker back. That is solid. Very good. So they're going to hit for 6 down to 10. They currently have potentially 1 removal spell available. / whatever like cast downs and stuff they could have. We're going to need 10. Plays a Refurbished. I'm going to go ahead and Deadly Dispute in response. Find a Chromatic Star. We need a Safekeeping and a Snakeskin Veil. So, let's see. We can respond, as long as they don't have a counter for the Glee, then I think we can win. I guess I'm going to discard the Wellspring here. Plays a land. They're going to Munitions. Okay. We can beat a Munitions, I think. Green. Green black. Play the Brood Scale. We're going to play the Glee. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Play the Glee. They're going to go for Makeshift Munitions. So I'm going to try the Snakeskin Veil. So they put another counter. Just go... Got a mana though. Make a green. Oh, this is as a... Darn. I'm gonna put Safekeeping here. So now they have to use their 2... I guess they still could have a counterspell. Okay, now they're going to go for the removal spell. Yep, that one's going to resolve. But not that one. So we Snakeskin Veil again. Always, yes, always yield to this. And yield to this until end of turn. We're going to gain some life. We get another counter. We get another creature. Not that that matters that much. Okay, so now we make a counter. I think I got to go Chromatic Star and then crack it for black. So we're looking for a Refractor. Okay, we have more colors. Sweet. So now I'm going to make some mana. Play Chromatic Star. I think I'm going to just Eviscerator's Insight, sacrificing the Implement of Ferocity. Oops. Guess we need more mana. Sacrifice the Implement. So we draw a bunch of cards. Snakeskin Veil again. Malevolent Rumble. So I think at this point, Now I want a Malevolent Rumble to try to find a Refractor. I don't know why I'm going for extra mana. Let's go green. We found the Refractor. Sweet. Play the Refractor. Draw a card. And now we just need to draw into a win condition. Make our Wellspring. Let's go Malevolent Rumble. Attic Star. We found Eviscerated Insight. Sweet. And the only problem that I'm having here is that it's going quite slowly. Got some issues with how fast this is happening. Just like some client lag. Insight in the Graveyard is really nice there because now we can crack this for black. Insight the Wellspring, draw 3 cards. There's another Glee. All right, so let's see. We can make an infinitely sized spawn, but then we can attack. They have to block with their Refurbished Familiar. We have like Snakeskin Veil up and stuff. Looks like we're going the spawn route. All right, make a black. Be here. I guess we're sort of just a what's it called? A fair deck at this point. I always forget what a fair deck is. But we know they're probably not going to not block. So I'm just gonna play out my other brood scales. So I don't have to keep doing nonsense stuff. Green for the brood scale. Just attack. And then if they don't block, then I can just make 20 damage. Now their Refurbished dies, so we get even more mana back, or more spawns. Let's pass the turn. I'm not sure they can beat a 35-35 and an 8, like 2 infinitely large creatures. So they don't concede because there's no kill. I mean, that's true. That's true. The Deadly Dispute, sacrificing the Blood Fountain. We still have Snakeskin Veil. The Snackers come back, which doesn't really matter. I left my Magic Online on. I guess it's way too laggy right now. We're going to have to restart after. Plays a Krark Clan Shaman. Sure. That doesn't do anything. I guess they can block with it. Okay, fine. Play a Swamp. We can attack. What's neat is that with the Adapt, you can actually adapt at any time. It's an instant speed effect. Okay. So their creatures are going to die. Our creatures grow. We get more Scions. So they have 4 power. I guess they could 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think that's enough to kill me. Let's find out. Maybe I should have adapted. The Reckoner's Bargain away a land. If I'd adapted, then I could have dealt them more damage this turn and put them to 14, but I don't think that's going to be the thing that matters here. Okay, what are you going to do? They have a red mana, representing more damage. They can't attack with their Snackers. I suppose I'll just adapt right now to use my mana. Okay, Thoughtcast. Sure. Adapt. Do it again. We have so many spawns. Overwhelming. We have 8 spawns. Could not find more draw spells. Let's play Refractor and draw a card. One more Glee would win the game. Deadly Dispute. Okay, let's dispute away a spawn. I guess we could have disputed away a Refractor, but it doesn't really do anything. But that would be a little bit more mana on table, I guess, technically. Duress. I duress you. I'm going to take the Galvanic. Nile Spellbomb. So now I'm going to try to cycle my Jund landscape. See if I can find a win condition. Nope. Alright, swing in. They're going to go to 10. They've got Nile Spellbomb, which is fine. They're going to shoot us with their Snackers. Okay. Or whatever. Pointing us, right? Yeah. So, like, them holding on here is just holding out hope to ping us and kill us with makeshift munitions. They can, like, destroy their land in order to get back the Snackers again on their turn, but they can't block with them. So we'll see what happens. We're still going to 10 here. We know 4 of the cards in their hand. Land, Spellbomb, and Reckoner's Bargain. Is the Spellbomb. So they can bargain away the Spellbomb, but then they have nothing to do. Just going to draw off the Spellbomb. Okay. There's a Thoughtcast. The Snackers come back. I'm just not F6ing because I could Snakeskin Veil in response to... We have no graveyard anymore. No problem. All right, we win. All right, I have successfully restarted my machine, and I think I'm gonna do hard view here because it's a little bit confusing. And that's our sideboard, so Affinity. Seemed like we did fine. I don't know if the wilt matters. The only thing that could matter is potentially them having, like, the Clan Shaman on board. Can make it a little bit harder. Maybe Mesmeric Fiends be okay. And you can just cut one safekeeping. One duress. So we're kind of like, the Mes Fiends can take the Clan Shaman. The rest for the interaction, Snakeskin Veil for protection. Sort of like hedging our bets here. Could also maybe have, like, not played one of the refractors. We have a pretty sweet hand where we just have stuff to do the first few turns. That's awesome. Implement, Wellspring Dispute. We have Brood Scale Refractor. Looks good. When it plays a land, we're going to do the same. Implement a Ferocity. Okay, so they have red. They have all their colors on mine. Like Refurbished Familiar. Guess I discard the Wellspring. Play a land. Now I can Deadly Dispute the Ferocity and go back up to 7 cards in hand. And I have Duress. I think I should save that for the combo turn. We have 3 mana, 4 mana on the board. It's nice. Deadly Dispute, like, does a decent job at ramping as well. Okay, they cycle Alluring Revealed for an island. Those indicates they're on potentially a counterspell build. They get in for 2. Not worried about my life total at the moment from a 2-1. Another Brood Scale. Let's play another Implement and pass. We can wait on the Refractor. Although maybe I should keep the Implement around. If I want to just adapt at instant speed, I have to have 5 mana. But I think that's okay. Opponent is going to attack for 2 again. So if they want to hold up Counterspell, they can't really respond to the Deadly Dispute. Now they have 4 mana. Thoughtcast. I'm going to respond with a Deadly Dispute, see what they want to do. We get to draw 3 cards. Draw a Wellspring, a Landscape, and a land. So that wasn't very good. We can cycle the Landscape later. Let's draw a card. Now our life total is sort of under pressure. Try drawing another card. Draw a Duress. So we have double Duress. Guess I pass. Discard this bridge. Now all I need to do is find the Glee, but we're kind of pretty far away from it. We're at 14 now. They have 5 artifacts on the table. They play a Clan Shaman. That stinks. Let's cycle this Landscape card. Magic Star. Magic Star. Maybe I should just rest them, just see what's going on. This also stops them from being able to use... They're going to pass a negate. Interesting. They really want to keep what's in their hand. How would they use a negate? Let's try Duress again. Okay. We'll take... I don't really want them drawing cards. I'll take the Deadly Dispute. Now they have Galvanic and Metallic Rebuke in hand. There's a Mirror Enforcer. That's bad. Okay, Colony Garden can block the Mirror Enforcer. Play Brood Scale. I'm definitely in trouble. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe Snuff Out is good for the Quark and just like Snuff Out's in protection. I have so much interaction. And Galvanic. Pick a green. Found the Glee. I'm just going to adapt it. Yep. And then I think we're good. So if I go for Glee plus adapt, if I go Brood Scale and then hit the Glee on it, they can sacrifice 3 artifacts. This is gone. They have Metallic Rebuke in hand. Blocking. We're going to go to 8. So we're nearly dead. On a Deadly Dispute. Deadly Dispute this Wellspring. Metallic Rebuke is going to tax us 3 this turn. Okay, we can Mesmeric Fiend, take their Rebuke. Elemental Blast. That doesn't do anything, so that's awesome. Blank piece of cardboard. Crack this for black. Trying to draw into something to do. The Brood Scale. Play a Brood Scale, I guess. Maybe they'll be tempted to crack the Karkland Shaman in order to cast Metallic Rebuke. A decline. Okay. So if we can get one more Glee off the top, we can win. If an unknown in hand. I guess not necessarily win, right? We have we'd have to actually attack. Wings with the Mirror Enforcer. Block with the Spawn. And then I can use the Spawn to adapt the Brood Scale. Make another Spawn. Like they drew a cast down. Wow, they're gonna sacrifice the Krark. This gives them back their Metallic Rebuke. Alright, fine. Then what are you gonna do? Deadly Dispute something? Now they have Rebuke and Blue Blast in hand. Just gonna go for it. Well, I guess I could cycle a Chromatic Star here. See if I draw into, no, go black. I might draw into a Duress or something. Snakeskin Veil. Let's play Sadistic Glee here. Going to adapt it. Okay, so now we have infinite mana. Okay. We're still very close to dead because they could just have a Galvanic Blast and throw it right at us. Just getting this thing out of Galvanic range for the turn. Play the Brood Scale. This one of 3/3. Okay. We've got double spawns. We got a 7/7, and we can Snakeskin Veil it. We can fight through a Metallic Rebuke. They're going to have to block with their Mirror Enforcer, but we're close to dead to just a Galvanic Blast. I guess another familiar would take the Veil out of my hand as well, which isn't great. So overall, I think I just have to force through the Krark and then rely on Duresses. It's in for 2. Looking to draw another Glee or any of our Deadly Dispute effects. They play a Sneaky Snacker. Okay, so now Glee doesn't do it. We're dead to the Snacker. A Malevolent Rumble. Try that. We need a Nightblade wins the game. Play the Nightblade. Wow. Yeah, that's it, I think. All right, 1 down. We'll see you in the next round. Okay, on the play for round 2. We have 2 lands, Duress. I think it's fine. Sort of medium, probably, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have kept it. Okay, we'll go Colony Garden into Landscape Wellspring. That's my plan, and then I can crack for black or whatever. Deered mulligans to 6. We have a blocker with the Colony Garden. I mean, having the Nightblade in hand. Okay, I fully regret this keep. Okay, here's a plant. They play a plant. Okay, that probably means that they're on Golgari Gardens. Still gonna go for Wellspring, I think. Has to turn. But we did not draw a second land, or third land. They play Malevolent Rumble. Okay. Looks like they're on a very similar deck, / the same deck. It's a mirror match. We need to find our combo ASAP. So how do I do that the most effectively? Another Wellspring. Guess I'm gonna Chromatic Star. Sacrifice that for black. And then if I don't hit a land, I can Duress them. Let's Duress our opponent. All right, we'll take the Glee. And they have 5 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, pass the turn. We find lots and lots of stuff here. We have the Brood Scale. Putting the Glee in the graveyard is pretty good because it's hard for them to get the Glee specifically back. Easier to get a creature back. Looks like they're gonna Eviscerator's Insight on their plant. There's a Wellspring. Okay. And a Bridge. So they're winning the land drops war here. We have a Bridge. Let's play. I don't think it matters. Refractor, I guess. Maybe the Brood Scale was the correct pick. I'll need to draw cards. My heavens for a Deadly Dispute. On Malevolent Rumbles, they find their own Brood Scale and Nightblade. They take the Brood Scale. That's in the graveyard. And we have Tails. I think we know most of their hand. Is their Brood Scale? They have the combo? Alright, I mean, we're not dead, right? We're basically dead. Let's just go to the next game. So we want the Snuff Outs. And then we don't need the Snakeskin Veils. And else. So Duress and Snuff Out for us. That's probably fine. We just need to keep a hand that has our draw, and I think my hand was just way too clunky. Okay. On the play. Snuff out. Let's keep this. Land star. Turn 2 rumble. Oops. Star. And your turn. When it plays a swamp, looks like they're going to duress me. So I could take the rumble or the snuff out. Probably take the rumble here, but then I'm just going to jam the brute scale. Okay. Go brute scale. Beat downs. Play Mesmeric Fiend. I can take my snuff out, I guess. But I can't snuff out this, so there's really no reason. Right? Thing. Find the Glee. Practice for green? I don't know. I'm gonna cycle the star. Okay. Glee here. Adapt it. We got the turn 3. Combo off. And then we're gonna just yield to these things and attack. If they want to block. I assume yes. Alright. So we get our snuff out back. And we get another creature. More spawns. Confused about the summoning sickness on these because it looks like there's not summoning sickness underneath it. Okay, they're Mesmeric Fiending again. So they can take my snuff out again. But then I'm going to attack them again. I guess it just gives them another blocker. Well, let's see what happens if I crack this one. No, okay, so I don't like that animation very much. But basically it should be on both, it's only on the one. Anyway, I'm just talking about animation. Deadly Dispute. Oh, make some mana. Deadly Dispute on the spawn. We can't remove the Mesmeric Fiend. Do find an Energy Refractor. The only thing we can do is find another Glee and put it on the spawn or find her combo. That's Energy Refractor and draw a card. Finding Malevolent Rumble. I'm just going to use the spawns instead of anything else. They seem like they have some interaction. Okay, they're actually pausing now. Go green. Malevolent Rumble. What is on this? Find a Chromatic Star. And Insight's good. Okay. The star. Doesn't really matter if we use the star for mana or not, because it doesn't like... We can just make 5 mana, crack the Chromatic Star for black, and then sacrifice an Eldrazi spawn to the Eviscerator's Insight. That's completely fine. We don't need other stuff. Okay. Draw a card. Off the Chromatic Star. Okay, we're going to Eviscerator's Insight, sacrificing a spawn. Okay, we have a second Eviscerator's Insight, a second Sadistic Glee. So let's make some more mana. Maybe our opponent will concede to the Glee on the other creature. Just feel like that's sort of sketchy. The Chromatic Star. I think that's the way that we could potentially throw the game at the moment. Now we have a landscape that we can cycle. Drawing more cards. Okay, Wellspring draws us even more cards. Sweet. Colony Garden. So once I find a duress and I clear the hand, I can put the Glee on the Eldrazi spawn token. I guess just for time purposes, maybe I can like not worry about just making mana, and then I can leave these, like tap these lands. But my thought is that I want to leave the lands untapped as much as possible in case something weird happens. Deadly Disputing the Wellspring. Draw 3 cards. I'm going to Ferocity. Play that. The Chromatic Star. And we just need to make 5 mana again. Alright, we got to 5 mana. We're going to crack black. Eviscerator's Insight on the implement. For efficiency's sake, basically. Deadly Dispute. Man, this is taking a while. Got a 3rd Glee. Okay. All I need is a duress. or the Nightblade. Play this Wellspring. I mean, there's basically no chance that they have some interaction here, right? They could have something that does like -1 to everything. So it would kill my spawn with the Glee on it, and that's why, yeah, it could happen. I don't know, for 2 mana. All right, black. Draw another 3 cards off the Wellspring with a Deadly Dispute. We draw a Refractor. Oh my goodness. I really don't want to just hit the Rumble. I guess Rumble could find my win con. 46. We're just chaining off, storming another Deadly Dispute. Make a black. Deadly Dispute the extra Refractor here. Another Wellspring. This just keeps going. Like the Energizer Bunny just comboing off. Ah, come on. It'd be a lot easier in paper. Just like make infinite mana, start to do things. Some people call me the fastest clicker in the West, but this is an intense combo here. Let's rumble. Another Wellspring. We missed on a duress. Okay, Wellspring again. What do we find? A landscape. Okay, now I'm just tired of it. I'm going to cycle the landscape. Finds the duress. Thank God. Okay, duress you. Deadly Dispute and Malevolent Rumble. So we take the Deadly Dispute. Oh, jeez. Okay. So then we could have just put the Glee on the other thing and then attack for lethal. Wow. That took way too long. Alright, so we can't deal with their Mezfiend with the Snuff Out, which is a bummer. But I think we're fine. Let's run it back. Okay. That's a hand. Glee in hand. We go land, turn 2 Chromatic, or land Chromatic Star, turn 2 Deadly Dispute on their turn. Our opponent mulligans to 6, now 5. Yikes. There's a Colony Garden. Okay, they've got a token. We're going to just swamp Chromatic Star. I don't know that it's necessary to turn 2 double Chromatic Star here. I think I'm just trying to draw into the combo, given that they mulliganed a lot. Find a Snuff Out. Pass the turn. Play their third land. The rest, I'm going to have to Deadly Dispute in response so I can get some more cards in hand. Allows them, I mean, they're already going to take the Glee probably. Find Implement. Okay. So they kind of have to take the Glee. Don't F6. If they, yeah, they take the Glee. We have Snuff Out in hand. They're going to Deadly Dispute their Wellspring. Sure. My turn. Find a Deadly Dispute. So I can start with Malevolent Rumble though. Find the Lizard. Don't know if they're on removal spells. Let's play the Implement Ferocity, or let's play Chromatic Star. Pass the turn. And see what they do. Still want my onboard mana, so I'm not sure if I want to, like, if I Deadly Dispute here, I'll have 4 mana. Play an Energy Refractor. Get to draw a card. They go to 6 cards in hand. Only 2 mana available for the opponent. They're going to duress me again? Alright, so I guess I am going to Deadly Dispute then. Maybe not. Okay. So they can take the Deadly Dispute, but then if we rip the Glee, we're in a great spot. So I'm just looking to rip a Glee, I guess. Root Scale's sketchy in their Mesmeric Fiend. We draw an Eviscerator's Insight. Let's Insight the Chromatic Star. Draw Forest. I'm looking for a Duress now. Find another Glee. I'm pretty concerned that they have a removal spell, but they might not at all. So that's sort of the gamble that I'm looking to take. Do I just play into the removal spell? Use 2 Duresses. I'm going to play my Refractor and relax. They didn't take the Snuff Outs. Find an Eviscerator's Insight. We've made land drops every turn. Okay, they find a Mesmeric Fiend. Unfortunate. I think there's no way you just don't take the Mesmeric Fiend here, because they choose the bridge. Wow. So they can unearth the Mesmeric Fiend from hand? Okay. Don't think they can go off right now. They have bridge in hand. They take the Sadistic Glee. Plays the bridge. 4 cards in hand. We're 2 Glees down. This has been strange. Play the Landscape. Go Star and Deadly Dispute. Okay. Draw more lands. And another Brood Scale. Guess I can play the Brood Scale out. I can suppose play the Implement. Double Snuff Out in hand. We might be the aggro deck here. Just gonna go for the 3/3 beats, because we've got the Snuffs. Opponent is playing an Energy Refractor. I don't know what's in their hand anymore, I guess. No Duress. Okay. I suppose you take the Insight, but it flashes back. They take a Snuff Out. 3 mana for the opponent. Plays Evolution Witness. So we want to Snuff Out in response to the Adapt. They only have 2 cards in hand now. We have our own Evolution Witness. So let's play that. And then green, this, find and Snuff Out again. I'm going to get back the Glee and just try to go for it. I mean, this is probably worth going for. Okay, so that seems like it worked. Okay, so now we have infinite mana. We have 15 minutes on clock, so I think we're in a fine spot. But we'll just start drawing cards. Back. So there's Insight, sacrificing the spawn. You can also make more spawns by snuff outing their creatures. We found the Nightblade, so it's GG. Black. The Nightblade. All right. Woohoo. I'll go to round 3. Round 3, we have a 1-lander. I'm going to mulligan that. And I'll mulligan again. Unfortunately, that's okay. So now, with the double mulligan, we're looking for Disputes and Wellsprings to just draw back into it, basically. Mulligan. Yikes. So this is... They're on the play. We have the combo. We have double Yeah, I guess I'm keeping. Discard this one and this one. We're very close to just going for it. Opponent plays a Great Furnace and a Tomb Raider. That's scary. It's in for 1. Bridge go. So I guess off the top, I'm looking for a Chromatic Star. Play the Dark Moss Bridge. Turn 3, Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. We might just die, though. They get in. Under Energy Refractor. I need a land. So if I find an untapped land, I can play the Brute Scale and pass with Snakeskin Veil up. They're getting in for a lot. We go to 9, so they have 6 damage on the table. Malevolent Rumble looking for a land. Nothing. Okay. Pass the turn. They play Implement of Combustion. So we'll go... This is 6 more damage, 7 damage. I have to hope they have nothing. Okay. Do you have nothing? We're at 3. They don't have nothing. Oh, they cracked the Implement looking for a burn spell. Get us. Yep. We were pretty close. Rumble totally whiffed for us. So we need Weather the Storms and the Safekeeping. And then I think I'm going to cut the Duresses. Need the Glee. What else can I cut? So the Ferocity is... If I have a really big creature, I don't think that they can do anything about it. So maybe the Nightblade isn't necessary at all. Because if we draw our deck and Weather the Storm, we'll just keep attacking until we win. We would like to play first. Okay, we have a better hand. So do I want to play the Colony Garden right away? It can block a Tomb Raider. Turn 2, my play is Chromatic Star. Colony Garden, pass the turn. Opponent leads on Mountain and a Voldaren Epicure. Dark Moss Bridge, Chromatic Star for us. Next turn, I think Malevolent Rumble for a land, and then maybe Deadly Dispute the Star or just play a star. You could also just Deadly Dispute looking for lands. That also adds mana for us and potentially draws into the Glee. They play an Implement of Combustion and play a land. Cracks. That's scary. We're not blocking. I'm waiting for more damage to soak up. Deadly Dispute the Star. Okay, we find the combo. So now I think I go green and Malevolent Rumble. Finding a swamp. And I can pass the turn. So next turn I have the combo if they tap out. We mill the Weather the Storm, which is not great. They play an Experimental Synthesizer. Finding a Great Furnace, so they have 2 mana now. Plays Implement of Combustion. Respect. Okay, they're dead. I don't know why you did that, but fair enough. We'll block. They can't even Fire Blast here, and we found the Energy Refractor. Okay. Brood Scale, sadistically, make a mana. Always yes. Play a Refractor, draw a card, make some more mana. We don't have anything that gives haste, but once we play a Weather the Storm, it's fine. Play another star here. Crack this star for black. Then we can Eviscerate Insight this star. Drawing cards. Found the Evolution Witness. And that means we're close to getting there. Yes. Okay, so I know how this works. Implement of Ferocity plus Evolution Witness is a loop. So play the Implement. Play the Evolution Witness. And then make a green. implement the witness, then we get back the implement. Okay, so that is drawing our deck combo. I think I want to energy refractor here. Anything that I don't have to crack a bunch. It's 3 mana per little loop here. Play an implement, make a green, and we're going to draw a card and get it back. There's a Weather the Storm. All right, so let's see if we can just make a few really, really big creatures and then Weather the Storm. Okay, implement, another implement, play another Brood Scale, green. That's kind of sweet. Okay, green again. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to like, oh man, the hard combo here. Opponent is making me do it. That is totally fair. There's got to be a better way. I just don't know, like, what is my most efficient path here of drawing my deck? Implement back. Guess now I want to Deadly Dispute or Eviscer's Insight one of my spawns. Black, crack a spawn, draw 2 cards. If I get another Glee, and I can make infinite creatures. Play a Wellspring. All right, we're going to implement on the Witness again. Draw a card, get back the implement. Draw on our deck. I'm just looking for another Glee. I can have 3 ginormous creatures. Play this other Wellspring. I have multiple Eviscer's Insights in the graveyard, so I might as well use those on the Wellsprings. I have a 45-45. Storm is 18. We're doing it, and one is just, I think they took a coffee break. Tell me if I'm dead, right? Okay, draw some cards. Draw 3. There's another Glee. Okay, finally. So now we can make more mana. Black. Glee on this thing, which gets back everything. We're going to get back the Wellspring. Back to Chromatic Star. Back the other Chromatic Star. So now our whole deck is in our hand. Other Chromatic Star. Okay. Draw a card. We also don't want a deck. Draw a card. Safekeeping. Play the Chromatic Star. Get it back. I guess I'm having too much fun. Okay. Okay. Let's crack it for black. And get it back. Serious Insight on its Wellspring. There's another Glee, finally. Get the Wellspring back. Go Glee on this one. And now we've gone very, very, very wide. Now everything is just, I'm all yielded, it's all good. We have an infinitely wide board. Just going to make my Brood Scale like a 10-10, and then I can play my Weather the Storm. Currently it's 16:55 on the clock. So maybe I should have left a win condition in. I feel like just attacking is fine. 8. All right, I'm going to do yield to this turn. So implement, or I should probably play another Brood Scale. Any creatures I have in hand, huh? Probably. Play the Brood Scale. Green. That's Weather the Storm. That was turn 4. That was a long turn 4. Anytime I get to cast Weather the Storm, I feel good. I wonder if they'll concede. Did we win? Did we win hard enough? Feels like we did. They did. They F6'd. They like passed the turn and then just like left the game. Get rid of your tap lands here. This one and this one. We win. All right. I guess they conceded, but it still made us discard. Oh, it was funny. So, do I want Drown in Sorrow versus them? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't need quite so much interaction, and I just want to be able to stop them from killing me. All right, well, we could try that. Although I feel like if we're fast enough, we just win. Who knows? Okay. All right, here we are. Post board. Got mana underneath us. Malevolent Rumble. Safekeeping can gain us life, and we can cast our Suffocating Fumes, potentially. They play a Blast Runner. Let's go Bridge. We're probably going to just turn to the Wellspring into the Deadly Dispute. Trying to find Weather the Storm, probably. Or we can combo plus Protection. Got lots of options if we can actually make it work. Ooh, double Blast Runner. Oh no. And an Implement, so we're going to get hit for 6 next turn. 7 actually total. We'll be at 12. Yikes. Let's play the Wellspring. Draw a card. Find a Chromatic Star. So, we have a Swamp. Play a Lackey. Crack that. We're getting hit for 7. We go to 11. Scary. So we have 3 mana. We land, pass the turn. If they go for the kill, we Deadly Dispute for hoping for a Miracle Weather the Storm, basically. We also have Tamiyo's Safekeeping as a way of gaining 2 life, which could potentially matter. After playing the Synthesizer, they find a land. Now they play a Tomb Raider and a Voldaren Epicure. I'm going to Deadly Dispute this Wellspring. Landscape, Safekeeping. Okay, so this is 3 damage, 5 damage, 6 damage. We'll go to 5. So I guess I have to take my turn. We could win here. It's not the win. We'll go Star and Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. Find Glee. That's it. You can Rumble. Find Energy Refractor. Okay. So now we can block and then gain 2 life. 6. I think we just lose. That's pretty unfortunate. But we didn't have any Weather Storms or our combo piece. All right, we'll see in the next round. What they can do is they can sacrifice this, make these both 3/2s that are unblockable. Block here, 6, 7, 8, and we can only go to 7, so we're dead. Okay, round 4. Let's do it. We have to mulligan a 1-lander. That was close. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep. It's a sketchy keep, but we have the full combo. So let's put back a Glee. We can draw an extra card with the Forest. Oh no! I almost passed my turn. I pressed F6. I meant to play the Chromatic Star and then pass my turn. Whew. They play a Forest. Got Spare Sentinel. So it's walls. We need to find go green. A lot of lag today. I find a land. If I find a land, I can rumble. Find a duress. Bummer. I took that risk. The 1 land keep. Need a t-shirt that says 1 land, I keep. Aquarian Ranger into Battlement, it looks like. They play a Winding Way. Oh man, full on whiff. Forest, lead the Stampede, Forest. That one's for Apis 72. Let's go black. Found the Forest. If we rumble right now, we could win next turn. If we find black land. Let's do it. Found the Forest. Okay, that's not great. None of this is great. So the Nightblade is the win con. I think we need the Forest. Has to play the Forest this turn. It's a big yikes overall. Maybe I should have just arrested them. Lead the Stampede for the opponent. Let's see if they whiff again. They did not whiff that time. So, darn. Play a Caretaker. All I need is a Swamp. Then I win. Or don't win. I don't know. Let's go. So if I play the Brood Scale this turn, then I can also Glee it. No, I can't. I think I have to Refractor. Still looking for lands. Second Glee. We just didn't find any untapped lands. Any untapped land I think wins here, so we pass. Or doesn't win, but like makes us combo. Then we can duress, I guess. And 4 mana for a Shield Wall Sentinel, which will give them what? 5 mana right now. 6 mana. They Drift of Phantasms, grabbing the Axebane Guardian, which means that they're going to win next turn. We have Nightblade in the graveyard. Any untapped land? Are you kidding me? Wellspring. Too late. You know what? That's my fault, right? I only kept the 1-lander. We want 4 Snuffouts. We want the Mesmeric Fiends. Don't need these Snakeskin Veils at all. Don't need the Duresses, potentially. The Duress can help a little bit, but not really. Admit. At least Snuffout is good in the matchup. Well, I forgot to update my score, but we're 2-1. Whoops, sorry about that, everybody. We have no lands. Now we have 2 lands and a Snuffout. We're keeping. We have double Snuffout. I guess I can put back the Chromatic Star, play the Dark Moss Bridge, and pass the turn. We're just going to bully our opponent with Snuffouts. We can Sadistic Glee if we get a Brute Scale. They play a Caretaker, play the land, Malevolent Rumble, finding Forest Ichor Wellspring Implement. I just take the Wellspring for more card draw, and I'll pass. Turn 2. They play a Winding Way, so I'll just F6 through that one. We find Forest, Lead the Stampede, Secret Door, and Caretaker. Can't cast anything else this turn. All right, land, play a Wellspring. Okay, we find a land. I think I'm just going to Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Only Garden, Rest Malevolent Rumble. Pass the turn. So I guess I'm sort of worried about them having like Mirror Shell Crab as like a counterspell. Plays a Battlement. Caretaker, we're just going to murder the Battlement. Pass the turn. Find another Snuffout. Malevolent Rumble. I'm glad I had the Snuffouts here, to be honest. Guess I take a Glee, or I take the untapped land. Untapped land allows me to eviscerate or insight my treasure token. Let's just arrest them and see if there's anything like what's going on over there. So Hippogriff, okay, gives creature indestructible. Take the Winding Way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they are kind of playing around the Snuffout. That was the same card. Okay, pass the turn. How much does this cost? They play a Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort. Mesmeric Fiend. So now I'm going to Mesmeric Fiend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then use my Eviscerator's Insight to sacrifice Mesmeric Fiend, which gives them their card back that I haven't yet taken. And now we draw 2 cards and exile something from their hand forever. It's going to be Invoker. Then we're going to snuff out the Tuk Tuk. Pass the turn. So this is gone. They play an Axebane Guardian. Put a creature on the stack. We're just going to snuff out the Axebane Guardian now. They're probably kind of upset about the number of snuff outs that I have. Secret Door. So we can Evolution Witness, 2 mana, get back the Mesmeric Fiend. Let's just start with Energy Refractor. Could not get there. Colony Garden. Insight the Colony Garden token. Where's the Brood Scales? We did so much. The rest can take your Reaping. Nice. They still have the Hippogriff. Oh, but we have this. We actually have a slow loop with Evolution Witness getting back the Implement, so that's sweet. Okay. 2, 3. Play the Implement. Or the Witness. Play. I guess we could go Sadistically here. And then go Implement. Yep. I only have 1 land drop though. Play Implement. That's really sweet. We're going to get back the Implement here. My land, play the Wellspring, draw a card. I guess Sadistically and the Witness doesn't matter because there's no creatures dying. So this creature gains Indestructible until end of turn, not hexproof. We've used 3 Snuffouts. Find the Nadir's Nightblade. Doesn't really help at the moment. We're just looking for our creature. They play a Jaspera Sentinel. They're close to being able to use the Secret Door. Well, they're using it once. They Venture, which gives them, I think, Scry? Scry 1. Let's see how they Scry. Bottom. So we can, for every 2 mana, draw a card. So it's the same to just cast the Refractor. Draw a card. Finding a Glee. Play the Implement. Draw a card. Draw a chromatic star. Back the implement. By the implement. It's kind of annoying. Where are my thingy-me things? I need a creature. Because Mesmeric Fiend is decent. Get back the implement. So we can play the Mes Fiend and get rid of their Hippogriff creature. They're going to be able to make a treasure token or go and make a goblin. They probably want to... So they're 2 away from doing their draw card one. So they're just going to give their creature indestructible. And this thing is a 2/3 flyer on adventure. All right. Can attack for 5. That's not nothing. So for 5 mana, I can draw 3 cards by using my Eviscerator's Insight on the Wellspring. So I think that's better than paying 6 mana to draw 3 cards with the Implement of Ferocity. They venture. This has been very odd. What are you going to do? They go Goblin Lair and make a 1/1. So they're going towards put a counter on the creature. I feel like the treasure token is more important than the goblin token. I don't know though for sure. I'm not a Walls player. There's the Brute Scale. Okay, Brute Scale. Lee. Blade. I messed it up, I guess. But we win the game. Somehow I feel like the duress was actually relevant. I'm going to keep the duress. Our opponent mulligans to 6. We can go Star into Malevolent Rumble. We have the Wellsprings. We have a Swamp. I think I'm just going to play the Bridge and then Swamp Rumble. Or like Swamp Wellspring. An Evolution Witness. Maybe I should have mulliganed to a Snuff Out. So I was just... Alright, they play a Battlement. There's a Deadly Dispute. So that's the plan that I was hoping for, right? I was hoping to Deadly Dispute my Wellspring. We can Malevolent Rumble into a Deadly Dispute, or Deadly Dispute into a Malevolent Rumble. They have 2 mana, they play Winding Way, Finding Rift, Forest, Hippogriff. I have 2 Hippogriffs. Plays a Jaspera Sentinel, so Snuff Out's going to be not that great right now. Unless I can use it right away to kill the Battlement here. Let's Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Draw Star. That's it, basically. Okay. Play Rumble. Find the Brute Scale. That's the turn. We're going to discard a land and a Wellspring. If I can Malevolent Rumble into the Sadistic Glee, I think I can win next turn. Maybe not. Anyway, I think I have the combo, so it comes down to whether or not the combo is going to win the game. Play a Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort. So they're saying that they're ready to combo too. No Glee. It's Malevolent Rumble. There's the Glee. Okay. And now we can... Okay, yeah. Green. Spawn. Brute Scale. A Sadistic Glee. Make infinite mana. Then what are we going to do with it? Just start casting cards. So if we can get another Glee, we can draw our deck, and then we'll just win the game. As it is, we have 4 cards that we can draw, plus 1 more card off of the Landscape or the Wellspring. Okay, play a Refractor. Just get rid of their cards. Draw a card. Okay, Chromatic Star. Another Chromatic Star. Another Chromatic Star. Then maybe it makes sense to Evolution Witness for the Wellspring, and then Deadly Dispute the Wellspring for a lot more cards. Oh, you know what would be funny is if I have a Snuff Out on the Rebel Fort, but I don't have any haste here, so it doesn't matter. I was thinking I could like get them to tap their creatures, but they can just tap this one to give their creature protection. So green for the Witness. I think we're going to go black, actually, for the Duress first here. Since I drew it, anyway. Duress you. That doesn't work? Interesting. So they have Drift, Secret Door. All right. You cannot Duress an Adventure. That's very interesting. Okay, crack for green. And now we have a Sadistic Glee. That makes it easy. Black here. Glee the Witness. And then we'll just put everything into our hand. See how long this takes. It's 13:30 on clock. We're going to get back to Chromatic Star now after sacrificing a spawn. They scoop it up. Awesome. We're 3-1 on to round 5. Okay, final round versus Lego Cop. Let's see what Lego Cop has in store for us. We play a forest. Listener Elf. That is a surprise. I'm not sure how I do have Snuff Outs post board, right? Bridge, pass the turn. I guess we try to duress them. Prior Shield. So this thing they can sacrifice to give it +3/+3. It's basically a giant growth, but they can just use it as a +1/+1 for a while. Who expected mono green Infect? In this day and age? Come on. Get in for 2. I think I just... So duress doesn't help me that much. They're going to kill me. They probably kill me anyway. What I need is a blocker. Okay, Colony Garden is a blocker. I can try to duress their... It's hexproof. Okay, and big in. 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're dead. Easy day. Rushwags. Okay, so we want the Snuff Outs. A card view. And then Wilt maybe. Anything that's a removal spell. And then we can take out anything that's protection. And then we have 66 cards. Maybe Wilt's not that good. Is there any way we can, like... I guess if we combo off, we have infinite blockers, so we don't need to... Maybe not. Get rid of the Wilt. We'll get rid of the Nightblade. Still need to cut 4 cards. Let's take 2 Fiends. 2 Duresses. I'm more focused on removal spells than anything else. We would like to play first. And we're looking at a turn 3 Deadly Dispute. No Snuff Outs. But I'm going to keep because I feel like this deck doesn't mulligan too great. I'm not sure about that. I want to keep 6, or they're mulliganing to 6. Now 5. Now 4. But we're on the play versus a 3-card hand now. I think they're probably just going to concede. What are they going to do on 3 cards? Land, Listener Elf, Rancor, maybe? Okay, I'll play my bridge. Maybe they're just mulliganing to a creature. They turn 1 Glistener Elf. Play bridge, play Chromatic Star. Do they the Rancor? Might of Old Krosa. They're going to kill me on a 2... Oh my god. We go to 5. Okay. So now I need Snuff Out Infect. Okay, now I need to find a swamp. Dispute this. Come on. Okay. Blast it. Oh my goodness. So scary. Pass the turn. Whew. That is scary. Okay. So now we can go Wellspring. We're at 5 cards. We go to 6. So pass the turn. End step, Deadly Dispute the Wellspring, so we don't have to discard to hand size. I guess discarding the Drossmore Dark Moss Bridge is not that big of a deal. Just calling it the wrong thing. Deadly Dispute this Wellspring. Finding a Drown in Sorrow. Implement of Ferocity. So now we have the slow loop with Evolution Witness. I think we want to get that online. Land. Play Evolution Witness. Play the Implement. And draw a card. Maybe it's like not that good. I'll just get back anyway. Then let's play out the Implement again. Because this does pressure the opponent, so I think that's important. We have a 3/2. We can get it above the Drown in Sorrow. We play Llanowar Augur. So they can go beats by using the Llanowar Augur. Start with a draw. Get back the Implement. Back for 4. They take it. We'll cast the Tractor. Play out the Implement. 9 cards, 8 cards in hand. We're going to discard the Bridge. Now, there's a chance that they can do something here, and I have to like Deadly Dispute my Refractor looking for a Snuff Out. There's an Ichorclaw Mirror. Okay. So they're not going to suit up the Llanowar Augur. I'm going to Deadly Dispute the Energy Refractor here. Okay, we find the Brood Scale. Play the Wellspring and then Deadly Dispute it. There's a chance that I can just win. Deadly Dispute the Wellspring looking for the Glee. Finding a Snuff Out. And a Duress. We'll go land. Duress you. I mean, they did mulligan to 3. And it was still scary. Take the Snakeskin Veil. Go ahead and blast this thing. And then attack. See if they want to take it. They take the damage. We'll play Drown in Sorrow. Sacred Claw Mirror is dead. We're gonna bottom the Chromatic Star. And pass the turn. Weirdly mid-range battle here. Alright, so they have no creatures, 2 pump spells in hand. Let's play Brood Scale. Another Brood Scale. Draw a card here with the Wellspring. They're just off it. Sweet. Full on removal spells. Maybe Mesmeric Fiend is fine. To take their creature. I don't know how much that matters though. I'm gonna submit. We have a turn 1 tap land into turn 2 Wellspring, turn 3 Deadly Dispute. They're keeping 7. I mean, I'm afraid to mulligan. That could certainly be a mistake. No turn 1 play is great. Go Landscape, grab a Forest. Turn 2 Forest. Plays Ichorclaw Mirror. So Mirror is scary because if you block it, it gets bigger. We'll play the Wellspring. Nausea is pretty good, but it might be too slow here. Or it depends on what they do. If they tap out and they don't give it a toughness boost, they have a Briar Shield. Another Briar Shield. That's 7 damage right now. Do they just have it? Do they have a Giant Growth? They just turn 3'd me. Okay. Well, we got infected. GG. And that's gonna be the match for us. I think that we need some like more aggressive I think we need some more aggressive removal spells, or maybe I should have just mulliganed to a Snuff Out, so that's probably on me. Hopefully you enjoyed Black-Green Lizard combo, and we'll see you in the next video.